For more on the EU meeting, CCTV's Jack Perrick joins us now live from Brussels. Jack, a lot of topics to get to for the foreign ministers. What's on the agenda for today's talks?
Well, originally the agenda comprised of EU-US relations, with John Kerry coming to town, being here for this meeting, and also things like Libya and Syria, cooperation in the Middle East. Clearly, with the Nice terror attack and the failed coup attempt in Turkey, those items have been hijacked for probably the more prominent and contemporaneous issues. Interestingly as well, obviously, with the arrival of Boris Johnson, the new UK Foreign Secretary, we're going to be able to see for the first time how his EU counterpart is going to react to his involvement. He arrived and said much the same as everybody else about discussing the terror attacks and the Turkey coup, but also he spoke about Brexit. But it looked like the other EU foreign ministers, as they were arriving, refused to really discuss the UK's exit from the European Union. In fact, a dinner that was planned for Sunday, an informal dinner, was cancelled, ostensibly because they felt it was not appropriate in the wake of the Nice attacks. But diplomats that I've been talking to say because they don't want to speak with UK officials outside of the official negotiations when that happens about the UK's exit from the EU.
Jack, let's talk about Turkey for a moment now. Turkey is a candidate for EU membership. How will the coup attempt there affect today's agenda?
Well, we're seeing a lot of fast-moving events in Turkey, clearly, with President Erdogan changing and firing a lot of people within his inner circle as well as within the military. So how that works as far as EU-Turkey cooperation, we'll have to wait and see. We heard from the EU High Representative Federica Mogherini, she's the foreign policy chief here in Brussels, pressuring Turkey to insist that rule of law must be kept. Obviously, there are concerns about the talks in Turkey regarding the reintroduction potentially of the death penalty. There has been some suggestion in Turkey, and some of the crowds have been shouting in favour of the death penalty being reintroduced. One of the absolute key principles in the European Union that they really insist on is no death penalties in any of the EU countries. Obviously, as a candidate country, that matters for Turkey, but also as far as what's actually going on right now, EU-Turkey relations are of crucial importance to Europe. A deal between the EU and Turkey over over the refugee and migrant crisis is seeming to be working to prevent high numbers of refugees leaving Turkish refugee camps and entering the European Union through the Greek islands. So here in Europe, there's going to be a lot resting on what happens in Turkey and how the coup, the failed coup, pans out and what that means for Turkish politics and EU-Turkey relations.
CCTV's Jack Perrick in Brussels, keeping an eye on the EU foreign ministers meeting for us. Jack, many thanks.